Hello, I am Digital Dr. Livingston, also called Digital Dr. L, CEO of Stress Health Solutions International. As a university trained social epidemiologist, and now later as a psychosocial health infopreneur, my work mainly focuses on personal development and on the theory and application of stress management in modern life, all of which are directed to improve the quality of life. In today's society, stress is not merely episodic. For many individuals, it is chronic, cumulative, and systemic. People face stress from organizational demands, interpersonal conflicts, financial pressures, technological overload, environmental uncertainties. All of these possibilities are called stressors. However, one of the most consistent findings in stress research is this: stress is not produced by events alone. It is produced by the interaction between the event and the individual's perception of it. This interaction forms the basis of my three-step IRM approach to stress management. I refers to identifying the stressors, R refers to recognizing cognitive, emotional, and behavioral reactions, M refers to managing those reactions through structured and proven strategies. The conceptual core of this approach is expressed in the following basic formulation: E plus P equals R over T. E represents the event, P represents perception, R represents the response, T represents the time or temporal unfolding of that response. Within this formulation, perception is the critical mediating variable. It can be safely said that the stress process fundamentally begins with, continues with, and ends with your perception. For example, whereas two individuals may encounter the same event, which according to the formulation is E, one perceives it as threatening, overwhelming, or unjust. However, the other individual perceives the same event as manageable, temporary, or even beneficial. According to the formulation, this is P. The resulting stress responses, which according to the formulation is R, differ dramatically, not because of the event itself, but because of the cognitive interpretation of that event. All of this process occurs over time, which according to the formulation is T. This is why effective stress management must include, at first, cognitive restructuring and the other strategies of emotional regulation, behavioral adjustment, lifestyle modification, and structured relaxation practices. In other words, stress management involves both psychological and behavioral processes. It is not simply about reducing demands, but about increasing adaptive capacity. The goal is to help individuals think more clearly, respond more effectively, and function more successfully under pressure. For further exploration of these concepts and practical applications, please visit my flagship website at stresshealthsolutions.com. In closing, remember, stress is not just about what happens to you. It's about how you think, how you feel, and how you act in response to what happens to you. And when you learn to manage these three areas, you don't just reduce stress, you improve your entire quality of life. Remember, taking it easy is not easy, but when you learn to think strategically and act intentionally, success becomes easier, healthier, and more sustainable. There you have it. Thanks and stay well.